Ladies and gentlemen, we are grateful for the collaboration of our city officials, our police and fire departments, Florissant VFW Post 4105, American Legion Post 444, neighboring VFW Post 2365 in Woodson Terrace, neighboring American Legion Post 208 in Manchester, and the area Boy Scouts for making this ceremony possible. Please give them a round of applause. Please stand for the national anthem and the Pledge of Allegiance.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Please join me in reciting the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Please be seated. For the past few years, we've conducted a flag retirement ceremony outside here at City Hall near Flag Day, but this year we decided we wanted to pay tribute to our national colors in a different way. So we will be conducting a flag folding ceremony and teaching a little bit about U.S. flag code. First, let's hear a few words from our mayor, Mayor Timothy Lowry from the city of Florissant.
Thank you for being here tonight, this evening, as we gather to honor the American flag, a symbol of freedom, unity, and sacrifice, and to pay tribute to the brave veterans who defended it. The flag is more than fabric. It carries the weight of our history, the dreams of our people, and the sacrifices of those who served. Each fold, each star, and each stripe represents courage, hope, and the values that make our country strong. Our veterans are true, living testaments to these values. They are the reason we stand free today. Their service and sacrifice deserve our deepest gratitude, not just today, but every day. As we learn more about the American flag, let's remember to treat it with the respect it has earned, to fly it proudly, and to care for it properly, and never forget what it stands for. In our city, our veterans are not just heroes. They are our neighbors, our family, and our foundation. We honor them by upholding the freedoms that they fought for and by building a community worthy of the sacrifices. Thank you, and may the flag always fly high in honor of those people that served beneath it. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor Lowry. We now have a reading of a poem called The Flag from City Councilman Tom O'Donnell.
Thank you, Lucia. The flag. Remember me, I'm your flag. Sometimes I'm called Old Glory, other times the Star-Spangled Banner or the Stars and Stripes. But whatever, I am your flag, the flag of the United States of America. You know, something's been bothering me for a while, and since you're all here, I thought it would be a good time to talk it over with you. I can remember not too long ago when there was a parade. There'd be people lining both sides of the street. Naturally, I'd be at the front leading, proudly waving in the breeze. When your parents saw me coming, your dad would proudly remove his hat and put it over his heart or salute, and your mom would place her hand over her heart. You'd follow your dad's lead, your sister would follow your mom's lead. What in the world has happened? I'm still the same flag. I've added a few stars, and a lot more blood has been shed in the short years, but somehow I don't feel as proud as I used to. Now when I come down the street, your parents and you and your sister don't even stand, or if standing, ignored me when I went by. I see your friends running around or shouting at one another, and they seem to care less who I am or what I stand for. Is it a sin to be patriotic? Has everyone forgotten what I stand for? And where have I been? From the Revolutionary War, the Civil War, 2 world wars, Korea, Vietnam, the Persian Gulf, Afghanistan, I was there defending our honor, your honor, and I might add, your freedom. Take the time to look at the memorial honor rolls. The names reflect the men and women who died defending your freedom. And when you salute me, you're saluting and honoring them.
Thank you so much, Councilman O'Donnell. The U.S. Flag Code says the flag, when it is in such condition that it is no longer a fitting emblem for display, should be destroyed in a dignified way, preferably by burning. It does not prescribe any particular ceremony. Anyone can hold a flag retirement ceremony. Whoever chooses to retire a flag should only proceed in a way that is respectful and dignified. So ceremonies will differ from organization to organization and community to community. But as long as we are respectful and honorable to our nation's symbol, we have done our civic duty. These patriotic groups that have assembled here today have over time developed their own respectful ceremonies. Each of these groups also has a responsibility by constitution or charter to promote Americanism and patriotism, particularly among our youth and community. And so we gather together this day to not only honor the nation's flag, but to teach our youth and community appropriate and reverent ways to honor and display our flag. While we will not be retiring any flags this evening, we recognize that there are still unserviceable flags to be retired, and we will be doing so at a future date at the American Legion Post grounds. So we invite you now, if you have an unserviceable flag for retirement, to bring it forward at this time so that we can retire them in a respectful and dignified manner. We now recognize that these flags have flown faithfully and gallantly in our community until their service life has passed, and they have been inspected and condemned as unserviceable. They have reached their present state in proper service of tribute, memory, and love. I'd like to introduce Commander John Chapman, the 10th District American Legion Commander.
Thank you. Thank you. A flag may be a flimsy bit of printed gauze or a beautiful banner of finest silk. Its intrinsic value may be trifling or great, but its real value is beyond price, for it is a precious symbol of all that we and our comrades have worked for and lived for and died for a free nation of free men. True to the faith of the past, devoted to the ideals and practice of justice, freedom, and democracy. Let these faded flags of our country be retired with respectful and honorable rites, and their places taken by bright new flags of the same size and kind and let no grave of our military be unhonored or unmarked.
Thank you, Commander Chapman. We'd now like to educate the community about a few myths concerning the flag and U.S. flag code. On Flag Day, June 14th, 1923, representatives of 69 other patriotic, fraternal, civic, and military organizations met in Washington, D.C. for the purpose of drafting a code of flag etiquette. However, it was not adopted to the U.S. Code until the 77th Congress adopted it as rules in public law on June 22nd, 1942. However, over the years, some myths have persisted in the community, so we'd like to cover those. A flag that has been used to cover a casket cannot be used for any other proper display purpose. This is untrue. A flag has been used to cover a casket can be used for any other proper display purpose, to include displaying the flag from a staff or a flagpole. Flag code prohibits the display of a United States flag of less than 50 stars. According to the U.S. Army Institute of Heraldry, the United States flag never becomes obsolete. Any officially approved American flag, irrespective of the number or arrangement of the stars and/or stripes, may continue to be used and displayed until no longer serviceable. The flag code provides for penalties for violations of any of its provisions. This is simply a guideline, the flag code, for proper flag etiquette. The law does not provide for any penalties for violation of any of its provisions. Another persistent myth is when the flag touches the ground, it must be retired or destroyed. As long as the flag remains suitable for display, the flag may continue to be displayed as a symbol of our great country. You simply pick it up off the ground and clean it and put it back into service. Flag code prohibits the washing or dry cleaning of a flag. This is also untrue. You may wash flags. Dry cleaning would be dependent upon the type of fabric. And you can also mend flags. If a hem becomes unserviceable, they may be mended and put back into service. There's been a change to the flag code that no longer requires the flag to be properly illuminated during the hours of darkness. This is absolutely untrue. There's been no change to the flag code, and it is the universal custom to display it from sunrise to sunset, and if you are going to display it at night, it must be fully illuminated. The flag code states that when the flag is no longer a fitting emblem, it's to be disposed of by burning in private. This is also untrue. It has never included the words private or privacy in the U.S. flag code for retiring the flag. Since 1937, veteran service organizations have promoted the use of a public flag disposal ceremony. This ceremony is a fitting tribute and an overt expression of patriotism, which enhances the public's understanding of honor and respect due to the flag. And now, lastly, we would like to honor our nation's colors today by conducting a flag folding ceremony. I have U.S. Army veteran Pamela Beeman, and I have 10th District Commander, U.S. Air Force veteran John Chapman to conduct the ceremony. The flag folding ceremony represents the same principles on which our country was originally founded. The portion of the flag denoting honor is the canton of blue containing the stars, representing states that our veterans served in uniform. The canton field of blue dresses from left to right and is inverted only when draped as a pall on a casket of a veteran who has served our country honorably in uniform. Each fold of the flag has a specific meaning. The first fold of our flag is the symbol of life. The second fold is a symbol of our belief in the eternal life. The third fold is made in honor and remembrance of the veteran departing our ranks, who gave a portion of life for the defense of our country and to attain peace throughout the world. The fourth fold represents our weaker nature, for as American citizens trusting in God, it is in Him that we turn to in times of peace, as well as in times of war, for His divine guidance. The fifth fold is a tribute to our country, for in the words of Stephen Decatur, our country, in dealing with other countries, may she always be right, but it is still our country, right or wrong. The sixth fold reminds us of the sixth battle-weary fighters who valiantly struggled to the top of Mount Suribachi on Iwo Jima during World War II. Once there, they proudly rose above the battle. Our flag, the symbol that we hold dear, is the symbol of freedom, democracy, government of the people, by the people, and for the people. It is our duty to defend the flag, which stands for them all. The seventh fold is for where our hearts lie. It is with our hearts that we pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. The eighth fold is a tribute to the one who entered onto the valley of the shadow of death, that we might see the light of day. The ninth fold is a tribute to womanhood and mothers, for it has been through their faith, love, loyalty, and devotion that the character of the men and women who have made this country great have been molded. The 10th fold is a tribute to the Father, for he too has given his sons and daughters for the defense of our country since he or she was first born. The 11th fold, in the eyes of a Hebrew citizen, represents the lower portion of the seal of King David and King Solomon, and glorifies in their eyes the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. The 12th fold, in the eyes of the Christian citizen, represents an emblem of eternity and glorifies in their eyes God the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. The 13th fold, when the flag is completely folded, the stars are uppermost, reminding us of our national motto, "In God we trust." Thank you, Councilman Caputo, for assisting with that. So, ladies and gentlemen, this concludes our honorarium of our United States emblem, our national flag, the colors of our nation, and the flag that honors our fallen and our country. Thank you so much for joining us.